Alright. Hello, everyone.
Hey.
Welcome back to the layout. How's everyone doing?
I'm great.
Me too, because it's time to play with some trains again.
It's been a very fun week for us already. It's
Yeah.
crazy that it's Thursday already, too.
Yeah, it kind of went fast, but we were also looking forward to this for a while. It was so busy. This week was big. As some of you guys know, we have 2 shops in different malls. We closed one this week because we wanted to consolidate, get more stuff under one roof, because it didn't make any sense with people traveling 3 hours to see our little booths for them to have to travel another 30 minutes to another place. So we wanted to just make one as great as it could be, and
it's full.
Yeah, it is. It's really full.
Which you'll see a video this week. That's kind of the big thing that we talk about.
Yep, that was our life this week.
Yeah. We also had fun. On Sunday, we did our exclusive newsletter live. If you're not signed up, make sure you do. The link is pinned to the top of the chat. We had fun doing that, and we had numerous people call dibs on some things, so that was great.
Yeah, there were some deals. Victoria was handing out some nice deals from that.
Yep. Hey, move it out, right?
Yeah.
Hello, Mark, Camden, James, Lon, John. There's only one John. I saw John multiple times.
Yeah, you guys are chatting already. We love it.
Yes. Brake wheels. How can we get some brake wheels already? I heard that's something people are looking for.
Yeah. I think Katie has some. We have to check.
We'll try.
We're amping up our Katie intake now. So
yes, and we're trying to expand into different areas on our shop that people want or need. And when it comes to accessories, detail parts, all that, there is so much. So we're getting there. But if you ever need anything, let us know, and we'll try to find a good supplier, someone, or manufacturer of said thing. Hello, Ryan and David. Hey, David. Yes, that reminds me. We want to thank both David and Blair. This week we got 2 donations towards our mission. Both packages arrived safely, and they will be a future video, which is very exciting.
Yeah, we got
just like we had did a video. Was it like October maybe?
It was around that time. It's when things start to heat up on the YouTube channel here.
We had multiple people send us just like they didn't want anything for the trains basically, and it was to go towards our mission, our community layout, and so forth. And we did a compilation video of all these things. Well, this last 2 weeks we had 4 people with the same idea. So we're going to do another video. So stay tuned for that. Again, thank you, David and Blair. I don't know if Blair's out listening right now.
Yeah,
hey,
we
Kyle.
Really appreciate it. Hey, Kyle, how's it going? And I also want to mention, Mark mentioned Katie shelf couplers. That's a good idea. So
here
we have the bulk packs.
We got to write them down. Hold up.
Yeah, that would be like your 118s, your 119s. I know they just released, fresh off the press, another version too.
We have the bulk packs of them, right?
Yeah, but they might, how things got hit. They might have got sold out.
Well, I think we might have the one. So 118, 119-ish. Yes, take notes. Brake wheels. Keep them coming, LOL.
I just saw a cool comment. I love what Camden said. Can you post more often, because I like seeing a new video after school. I love it. So we do want to spread out our videos a little bit. We want to have the public video release on a Tuesday. We're here on a Thursday, and then we're doing the secret show on Sunday.
Yeah, we'll just call it the secret newsletter show.
Yeah.
But that will get released to normal YouTube, but it's a week after the newsletter subscribers get access to it.
Right.
So it's just a sorting video then, and at that point.
But this is an interesting thing, because for me, I edit the videos myself. Of course, with input from Victoria. And there was one week where we did a special video, and then we edited like 2 weeks of footage. And I had like 2.5 hours of footage to edit to make a 10-minute video. I'm like, this is tough.
Yeah. Maybe in the future we could do more. I would love if we could do one like 5 days a week, but we also have to run the business, the shop side of things. But
you never know.
Maybe we could do like power hours every day of train layouts or something, like running trains like a power hour and just stick to an hour instead of like we go almost 3 hours on a Thursday night. Who knows?
Well, I was thinking, we could always focus on one theme for a video and tackle that and then move on to the next. So we could even post more frequently, just brainstorming. But we thank you, Camden.
Hey, Rich.
Appreciate that.
Hey, Michael.
Hello.
Well, there is a theme of the layout tonight.
Yeah.
Say it.
Well, guys, since it was such a busy week, I was feeling a little blue because I couldn't run my train. So, guys, we'll see what that means in a little bit.
So he's feeling a little blue.
Yeah.
Hint, hint. We'll see why he's feeling a little blue.
I think Victoria's too, I think.
Yes.
Oh.
I should have wore something blue. Yes, 148s are great. That's probably one of our top sellers.
Yep, slap them on everything.
We sell singles and the bulk packs of them as well, a lot.
Yeah.
Mark has a thought Conrail.
That is one of the blue.
Ardenite. Hey, what are you doing?
I'm just saying that is one of the blue.
It is a blue thing
that exists. Yeah. We'll keep you guessing. But
there's multiple blue things, so watch out. How much did you miss here? Oh, we were just chit-chatting.
Yeah, we'll get into the real stuff in a moment.
Yeah, we just started 8 minutes ago, and we like to chit-chat and then get the trains on.
Yeah, it seems like our crowd's like later. Oh man, he's good.
He's guessing.
What there's like City Rail, there's
there's not a lot of blue, I guess.
What's the one out west? Rail Link?
Montana has some blue. Montana Rail Link has a little blue in it. Hey, Sleeper.
Hello, everyone. It's so nice to see the gang all here tonight.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jello. I don't know why people are talking about Jello, but I like Jello. Not fruited though. I don't know. That's a big thing. In my childhood, we'd have in school, the lunches, and we'd get like the little Jello packs, and I hated the ones with the fruit in them. I can't stand them. And I remember they wouldn't have too many without the fruit. And the lunch ladies got to know that I hated the fruited Jello cups, and they'd keep a non-fruited Jello cup to the side for me. They'd give it to me.
Yeah, Victoria's a texture eater, but that's...
Yeah, I can't, like, certain things, they don't, like, I don't like chunky salsa. It has to be, like, soup, like, for me to enjoy it. Like, I don't know. Yeah. Hey, Sagat. Hey, Rick. Lake State Railway is blue and white. Yeah, if you guys want to keep guessing why we're feeling blue tonight, blue Jello, blue raspberry Jello is very good. Going back to the Jello. Hey, Dave, how's it going? I was gonna say, should I make trains? Should I run trains or make Jello? That's a rough call, but that's why you buy the Jello that's already made.
Oh boy. Oh man.
How about Oreos?
Yeah, there was that one limited edition one time when we were cleaning. We got into a bag of those and we annihilated them. I forget what they were though.
Oreos?
Yeah, they were like...
Oh, they're not Jello though. Oh, you were just talking about Oreos.
Oh,
there was a... We were talking about food. This isn't a food show, guys. Sorry. I'll just say this yet. It was like a limited seasonal flavor, and it was like caramel macchiato or cappuccino or something like that, and it was very good.
Yeah, it was like, whoa.
Put Jello into the gondolas. People could do shots out of the gondolas.
That's funny.
Okay.
What kind of load would that be representing? I don't know.
Yeah,
Jello.
I don't know.
Oh man.
But I think we need to run some trains.
That's why we're here,
what
right?
shot do you want me on?
Go to the yard. Yeah,
go to the yard.
Fun.
I'll go to the yard once you're like back there and ready.
All right.
I'll talk with these guys a little bit till he's going back to layout. Yes. Can Jello be used as scenery? HO Jello shots. There is Jello. Oh well, normal Jello is not alcoholic, so we can do Jello shots with no alcohol in it, and that's kid friendly. So, so I guess says his wife loves peanut butter ice cream and ice cream. Yeah, I mean peanut butter. I'm not. We need to stop talking about food. I think everyone's like, it's getting to be snack time for all y'all. I guess. I know, James, I know. Okay, are you ready, Corey?
Yep, it's fine.
Okay, we're gonna move over to the yard. What did you guys think of that? We were feeling pretty blue, huh? So, quick story on those passenger cars. We just got those Tuesday. We bought a collection, and the collection was mostly passenger cars. And we saw them, and we knew they were coming home with us, literally, for the layout. Yeah, they match our engines, so that's what's going on. So now I'm going to show the yard again. Corey's going to be moving something else in the yard.
Smoking.
Go back to this one, okay?
Ooh, that wasn't cool. Oh, I have the switch going the wrong way. It got really quiet in there all of a sudden. Alright, this is why we troubleshoot sometimes. You know what? It's not this, it's... Yeah. That's what I get for running my locomotive a different way. It doesn't like the crossover. I kind of forgot about that. I gotta address that issue. Well, we'll figure it out, alright? switch again.
Did something go past
We're going there. Oh. Looks like I did it again. What's going on? See, it wouldn't be a live show without that, right? Especially when you're playing with stuff for the first time ever. Boy, what's going on here? Not sure. That's strange. It's probably like a coupler hanging too low or something. Probably a trip pin. Well, that's the fun part. You figure it out, right? It's strange. The locomotive was fine on the way in the yard. So it could be a freight car. One of the gondolas. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Huh?
Our Australian friends are on.
Awesome. Hope everyone's having fun out there. I know I was a little quiet tonight. I was kind of in the zone, trying out some new stuff. I think it's time to build that Class 1 yard. I definitely need it. That way I can keep the action going here. I'm running out of track. And Victoria just told me our friend from Australia's on. Well, warm hello from the valley. Good to have you with us. Good to have everyone with us, in fact. We thank you. I want to show you guys something cool. So on the Amtrak, these are Rapido passenger cars, and this thing is called a magic wand right here. Where is it? There it is. Alright, let me slow this guy down here. Alright, I overshot a little bit, but not too bad. I'm still getting used to TCS, but I really love it. I forgot how to turn the ditch lights on today, but we'll figure it out. But speaking of lights, so this thing is really handy. Now, there's a lot of lights on right here. Maybe I can settle things down a little bit for a minute. Alright, it's still a little bright. It's like naturally trying to be bright. But anyways, you can wave this on here and it'll turn the lights off inside. And something else, turn them back on. So because we had some shorts tonight, this got messed up. It reset. But if you wave it near the end of the cab, or yeah, the cab, at the end of the passenger car here, or is it? There it is. Got marker lights, and those work on either side of it. I really love that. It makes it simple. I mean, yeah, you could throw a decoder in there and do all that work to remember the numbers of each car. It's so much easier, and it's pretty discreet for the most part. So yeah, definitely fun. Yeah, I just been enjoying these. I know some people had them, you know, the first run was a few years ago, and now we're on to the second run. I had them tucked away underneath the layout for a little bit, and I really love them, especially with the charger. That's what I was waiting for. But now we got competing passenger service on the railroad here. We got classic Great Northern and some modern Amtrak, which is really cool. I really love them both. So Victoria was getting nervous. Some of the passenger cars were wobbling around. You can tell these Rapidos, these are heavy. The old Riverossi, not so much. But we'll weigh them down. We'll figure it out. They behaved really good. We didn't have any derailments. I was kind of almost expecting it because plastic wheels are on a couple of them, and some are heavier, some are lighter. Usually that's like chaos, so I was surprised. It made it over the switches pretty good. Yeah, pretty successful for trying out a bunch of new stuff. But we are getting the Class 1 yard underway. We have a couple switches to get, but yeah, we'll be running some long lines, and that's going to definitely help our operation sessions here, because right now it's like we want to break everything out to get you guys excited, and we love it too, running a lot of trains, but things get a little congested sometimes, so it's going to be nice to have that big yard, so we can't wait for that. Definitely been loving the intermodal yard here, except we need more containers. I see I have a line in the background. I gotta hide with more containers. That's like my random storage zone. Yeah, I'll fire the lights back up. And I gotta say, that's my first Scale Trains loco. Definitely love it. I was like debating, you know, again, even though we have all these trains and we have a train shop, I try to be frugal because we're building a train shop, and that's a lot more expensive. If you guys think trains are an expensive hobby, you might want to give construction a shot. It gets a little crazy sometimes. But yeah, I really like the scale trains Conrail there. Every day, Victoria's like, "Did you order it yet?" I'm like, "No, I didn't get to it today." She's like, "You better get on it before it's gone." Anyways, I'll get these guys running, and I think I'll pop over to chat, see where you guys are at here.
accurate.
Hey, hey, hey.
All right, I'm back. I got a workout tonight. Everything went pretty good though. But yeah.
What happened with the little outages that happened? I couldn't see anything from my angle.
No idea. The locomotive, the Conrail, it went into the yard, good to go, and on the way out, definitely had some shortage going on. It didn't derail, so I don't know. I mean, I don't use those gondolas all the time, so maybe there was something hanging low, but then again, it was okay once it got out into the auxiliary line. So, well, you have to be a scientist sometimes. That's part of it, and honestly, it's good if you can become a problem solver. It's a good skill. So, other than that, though, I'm happy. Like I said, even the wobbly passenger cars that are so light, they stayed on the tracks. They were good.
I think next week, Corey, though, for Kyle's sake, you gotta run that Western Maryland chassis that you had in frame half the time.
Yeah, I know.
He kept talking about it.
Yeah,
haunting him.
It's Buddy was having some issues. I think the two locomotives are out of sync, so I gotta play the fun game of trying to get them synced together.
Can you run one?
Yeah. Well, actually, okay, so I have one issue. I thought the Dynamis system could handle 100 locomotives. can only handle 40, so I gotta go through my database a little bit. I don't have 40 locomotives, not yet, but we're getting there. But whenever I test stuff for the train shop, I like land up with all these crazy numbers in there. So I started working on that about 2 days ago. I started typing up the whole roster, so we'll work on that.
Yeah, Rich wants it too.
Yes. Yeah,
Stop teasing the Jesse
I love
bros.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a nice engine, ST35. It's a little
Kyle says it's a form of torture.
Yeah. Well, don't worry. There's a lot of Chessie coming.
All I know is the collection that we bought on Tuesday, which you guys haven't even seen yet, was great for our layout because the Great Northerns looked beautiful, and I believe it was Dave, but I could be wrong. Someone in the chat mentioned, I don't know if it was Dave now or not. Someone in the chat mentioned how the colors, because there were two different brands of passenger cars, were almost seamless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really good. Like, I had no idea, but yeah, some are heavier.
You know, most of them are most of them are Riverossi, but there were like one or two that weren't, and I don't even know if I know the brand. But the colors, yeah, they went. Now, do you guys know why at the beginning we said we're feeling a little blue tonight?
Yeah. Yeah, Conrail was honestly supposed to be the main event, and then Victoria scores 15 passenger cars that we didn't know we were getting. So yeah. I'm like, okay, clean the wheels.
Yeah, I cleaned the wheels.
We'll throw them on. We have a good question here. What power do you usually see on local? Wait, why can't I read? See on locals in your area. Okay, so what's really interesting is in the town we live, again, it's no class 1 main line. We live at the end of a branch line, but it's for Reading and Northern. And I'm like no expert on where every loco came from. They buy a lot of stuff, being a class 2 railroad, they're getting stuff secondhand and a lot of sweet stuff secondhand. So they have quite a roster. If you check out their website, Reading and Northern, forget the exact, like literally the .com, but if you search for Reading and Northern, you'll find their website. They have their locomotive roster on there. A lot of cool stuff, a lot of older SDs. They just got, well, not just, it was a little bit ago now, but they got some, what were they? SD80s from CSX, I think. They're sweet. Now everything's repainted by this point. And they have a lot of cool schemes. Like, they keep trying out different stuff. It's really neat. So we see a lot of that. Now, of course, other local to us would be Harrisburg. You have Enola Yard. Marysville, that's where our shop was, but it's an hour away from us. So is it really local to us? Kind of. But yeah, there you see Norfolk Southern all day long. Anything else, you have the, you kind of know what you see there. ES44s, SD70, ACE.
Ryan saying the SD50-2s.
Yes.
And Dave said SD50s.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I don't know where I got the SD80s from. I forget. You know what? There's a lot of numbers and data in my head.
SD70 ACEs when we see the heritage units, most of them.
Yeah, my favorite are the GP38s. The red Reading and Northern, as we call it. I guess technically, technically by all rights like a GP39 RN. I think they call it. They classify it as that. It's sweet. Love that locomotive. Yeah, he knows. And their MP15s, those are sweet. That was a cool catch. We always reminisce of the days we could wait for a train for an hour. Like, oh, here it comes. Yeah, that doesn't happen when you have awesome customers that keep you busy. But we will. We'll get our vacation time in, aka rail fan around the tri-state area here.
Our vacation's usually one day, and we go somewhere where there's trains. which is nice. But I wish it was longer than one day. But we can't close the business for too long.
Yeah.
Hello, Rebel. Nice to see you.
Hello.
No horn hook couplers yet. They're not very, we don't come across them very often.
Well, I mean, we have them like on used cars, and that's a whole thing. I wasn't sure about like upgrading them because people still do ask for them. So when we have like our $3-4 cars, I already thought like, should we switch them over to Katie's? But then it changes a $3 car to like, $8, $10 car. It depends on how much you upgrade, and it's time to upgrade it and stuff. We try to just let our customers go, but yeah, that's a good question. As we get cars in that we start to change out couplers and things like that, that's something to keep in mind to keep a couple lots of those handy.
Can you get new horn hooks?
I don't think I honestly don't know anyone that makes them, but I've been proven wrong many times.
Right, Kyle? Right?
Yeah, what's vacation? Good question.
I'm not a beach person, though. I will say that.
It's the 60. That's cool. I'm going off the 42Ws. Road slug. That's cool. I used to think I was a GP guy, and then I got a couple SDs on the layout, so I think I just like trains. If it's a train, I like it.
Okay, so
Wallers.
H.O. Redding Railroad Hobbyist. I was the one that liked that video that you posted. Corey didn't get to see it yet.
Oh.
I'll show him it. But I liked it. That's why I liked it.
But hey, we have good information there. Wallers has horn hooks.
Wait, who?
Wallers.
Oh.
Good to know. We're working on it. But we've been doing taxes. If you saw our last video, it was monotonous. It was like no joke. Oh. Brand new in packets. Well, that's something. That's cool. Yeah, that's the thing, because I mean, of course, we get horn hooks like along with older trains and stuff, but we end up using a lot because we want to 9 times out of 10 we get cars that have one coupler on them. Now going back when we had no time, that's debatable. But we would just literally like list the item like missing one coupler. Now we started to try to replace them when we can.
When we can.
I think the trains we were working on today, they all had couplers, didn't they? It's a pretty good batch.
Some of the flats didn't, but most of them did.
It was a strange collection. It's a lot of really nice stuff, and then stuff that was like, it's going to like a part lot. It's like it was a mix,
Taxes, aka adult homework.
Yeah. Yeah, if you saw the video, it was like, it was tough because we switched over to a new inventory system, and we had so much catching up to do. New inventory system's great. It's going to come in handy next year because we can do our taxes and the taxes are pretty much done. It's the inventory that's the big thing. We're doing the system where you do cost of goods sold, so you got to count every item. And this year we had warehouse at home, we had the shop in Elizabethville, the shop at the Co Barn. So yeah, we had a lot of driving around and counting. And then you have the incoming collections. You gotta not estimate, but like you gotta figure that stuff in. Like there's the collections you didn't even like dig into yet. There's the stuff you had for like 5 years that's like a box full of, wheels or something like that. It's like, what's this worth? What do we pay for this? So yeah, it gets intense. Yeah,
No, Rich, did not hear about that.
Oh, that's neat. Appear and get reburied on the beach. That's cool. I never heard of that one.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I never heard of that.
That's pretty cool. So I'm guessing that's from like the waves coming in. That's neat. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, when I came back to it, I had, I mean, like a whopping like 7 cars from my childhood or so, and they had horn hooks, so I wanted to run those. But then when I had to get a new locomotive because mine was shot, I was like, wait a minute, these don't play well together. So then I started making conversion cars and all that stuff. And I kind of like was thinking with the Great Northern passenger cars, I was getting ready for like some of them to have horn hooks. But no, they had KD 508s on most of them, or however they all. I didn't like. Well, you saw them better than me. You were cleaning the wheels, but yeah, yeah, it's something.
That's good to know, Kyle, and everyone else who told us. Yeah, I didn't realize that. But we're literally in the process of being a dealer. We're in the paperwork part of that. So
Yes.
we'll soon, because Dylan was on and he has a bunch of kits he wants. So he had asked. So
Sweet. I wasn't
told
sure
him.
if the Chessy cat was out of the bag yet, so to speak. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're working on it. They want us there. So we're excited for that. But yeah, it was one of those things where it's like, okay, we gotta deal with the taxes, the business side of things, and some other stuff. And now this week's a new, well, it's the middle of the week, but it's still a new week. We can work on that. It's pretty cool. You know, that makes sense if there's I'm reading into what Rich is talking about. That makes sense, you know, if I like was thinking, I'm like, why would there be a train so close to a beach? Well, there you have it, sand operation.
Mm.
That's pretty cool. That's neat. Yeah, there's so much. Like there's like the steam engine that's like buried inside of a cave basically. Like an old tunnel. It's just like buried in there. And I think the last I heard is they're like, we still don't have the technology to like get in there safely. It's like if they disturb it, they could destroy it. So there could be a steam engine still preserved inside of a tunnel. Oh, it's so crazy.
I do not have a technology.
Well, I don't know.
Sleeper, you missed trains going around the layout.
Yeah, lots of trains, but we'll be back next week. Off the rails, that's a good question. How's the renovation going? I was literally talking to Victoria earlier. I think the next video should be an update on that.
Yeah.
Since we closed, you know, we were talking about it earlier. You guys almost get a preview of what we're going to be doing because it's the middle of the week. Yeah, so we closed down one of our locations again, not because the hobby's dying, you know, just because it's an hour away. We're shipping like 70 packages on a Monday, and then it gets crazier as the week goes on. Yeah, we don't have time to drive an hour, 2 hour round trip to keep the booth full. So we're like, hey, let's, instead of 2 shops, let's get it down to 1 that's closer to us, and we're gonna get that.
Yeah.
That gives us more time to get the train shop going.
Yeah. So.
But
a little prelude. How's it going?
Okay. Well, for a moment, we had a weird winter. For a moment, it got like extremely cold, and I'm just like, okay, we can't do anything. The next thing we're trying to do is there's some subfloor that we're trying to seal in. There was now this. Just to rewind a minute. So far, we really talked about the old bar room that's going to be the train shop, but next to it there's a house which we plan to move into, so we can just walk. Literally, we want to connect them so we can just walk right into it. You know, a lot of people are like, you know, oh, don't have your home in your business. I'm like, oh, it can't be close enough. Uh, you know, it'll be great. So that, it's from the 90s. We were hoping it'd be kind of ready to roll, but we want to kind of make it ours because we're literally going to be moving out of what we thought would be our dream home, but we're just only going down a block and a half, 2 blocks
It
down
was
the
also a
road.
fixer-upper, so...
Yeah, it was a
It's
big
still a fixer-upper.
it was a big fixer-upper. We learned everything we had to learn, I think, doing that one. That was like, we say old bar room, but we really just need it to be like a square that's level at the end of the day. This was like, every room was a different construction standard. It was rough. Nothing straight, of course, in an old house with horsehair plaster. Yeah, we have a much better plan for this.
So, yeah, the house was what we were working on a little bit more so that we could just get living down there. And then we could be right there to work on the big building that will be the train shop.
Yes.
So, what was it that you were going to say about it?
Who knows? No,
Well, you were saying about how cold it got.
yeah, it was cold. It kind of halted things, and originally I had best intentions. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna be down there with a hammer all the time and just be knocking it out. But really what happened was we got like busier than ever.
Which we're thankful for.
We're super thankful for that. But yeah, it did kind of put like a monkey wrench in my plan, so to speak, to like be doing both things. So we're getting some help in. That's gonna be starting about next week. Still gonna be hands-on with the project, of course. Because honestly, like, yeah, contractors are expensive, but right now, if I had like some crazy, like enough money to finish the whole project, they'd be like, all right, sounds good. We'll see you in like 2 years. They're so booked up. It's like crazy in our area. It's like we never heard of like some of the contractors having like a waiting list for so long. So yeah, it's kind of like another underserved business for sure. Yeah, so there's that. But yeah, we're excited. We're definitely gonna be digging into it a lot more. We're kind of getting into the gutting process right now, so that's always fun, and that was easy. But yeah, again, we're waiting for some better weather, which I think next week. My dad says we're gonna see some 60-degree weather, so that's gonna be perfect because we want to do some paint sealing because there were a lot of pets in the house over the years and stuff. So we just want to make sure that is nice and sealed. So we picked up a bucket of that kills stuff.
It kills odors.
Yeah, it kills the odors. Yeah. So,
very true, Kyle. Very true.
Oh, that's the plan.
And Glenn says it sounds like a great plan to live next door.
Yeah, why not?
That's like Corey's dream. Like, to just, like, because the buildings are very close. It's almost crazy that they aren't connected, like, actually connected.
Yeah, well, and go ahead.
Just, we don't need to get into history, but we're gonna connect them.
Yeah.
So.
Oh no, I was just gonna say on a day like today, it was super windy, and it's like a wind tunnel through there. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're gonna literally open up a door, and it'll be like a little tiny catwalk, but it will be closed, but it's gonna be like our closet, and then it's gonna open another door, and it's gonna go into the train shop.
Yeah.
So.
It's pretty neat because like it's like yeah, like when we have like the train layout and stuff like that. If we have guests over, like it's gonna be a small house, like a double wide almost, but we want to do the basements, get them done the right way, and really get them cemented, get them clean, make it a really nice setup. But yeah, when you have a guest, we'll have this small little house, and it's like, here's my living room, and open up like 100-foot layout. No, we'll have a normal living room, but that's where I'll be entertained there. And so will you guys, because we want to do some really cool stuff, like once we get into like the whole part where we can like maybe automate some stuff and we get it down to science. I don't know, like there's like the 24/7 rail cams and stuff like that. You never know, maybe we'll have operators at longer hours. You guys can just tune in, see what's happening on the layout.
Maybe till like 11 p.m.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't insinuating 24/7, but yeah, we'll see.
Camden, we just kind of go till however long we go.
Yeah.
But when we're on after the layout and we're just chatting, this usually means we're eventually soon stopping.
Yeah.
It's like our like sign off talk and catching up with everyone in the chat. We usually go till at least 2 hours, but it always ends up being more.
And now I'm catching up on the comments. There's a lot of stuff about Cape May Sand Company. That's cool. Oh yeah, and the locomotive. Yeah, I think that I'm pretty sure it's the Richmond one I'm thinking of. Yeah, I think it was Virginia. Sometimes I have to get back to it, but when I first started into this whole journey, I did a lot more reading, and now it's like
doing.
Yeah. Now like everything in my head is like that pre-order's coming in. Now this is happening. Now there's this deadline.
Thanks, Randall. Thanks for
All
coming.
that stuff. Oh, hey, good to see you. Good to see everyone here.
We still didn't figure out our third camera yet, and it's because we didn't have time to figure it out. That's really what it was.
Yeah.
We'll try next week, but we're not sure if it even will work. So.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's well, it seems like it has to be plugged in, which is kind of, we were hoping for a wireless situation, but at least it takes good photos. That's the important part. I mean, that's what we needed.
It's the camera that we got for photography for our listings, but it also does video, but it apparently can be a webcam. But yeah.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yes.
It's mostly a time thing.
If not, we have a plan C.
Yeah.
To have another camera, and it involves something on eBay.
Yeah. Yeah, I literally was like, okay, I got 2 hours to mess with this. I'm gonna get this figured out. And then I'm like, wait a minute, I gotta make room for 15 Great Northern passenger cars and program another locomotive.
Yeah, and I was up where the camera was, and I look, and I'm like, he never even took this down with him. How is he gonna get this set up?
Yeah, you thought I was slacking. Oh, it's busy.
No, I didn't know. I just didn't know why you didn't. Yeah, you forgot it. I'm a soon, so better get my crap sorted. Enjoyed the feed. Well, what a pot. Anyway. Well, thank you for joining Off the Rails. Have a nice day. It's probably, is it like 10 a.m. there or noon?
I don't know if it's quite 12. It's, I forget.
It's earlier than us.
Yeah.
It's 10 to almost 10:30 at night here. So have a great day, bud. I'll see you around.
Yep, thanks for hanging out.
Rodney says he always has a plan Z.
Yes.
It's good to have backups, that's for sure.
We need that with everything. Train layout.
It's 11:30.
Okay.
Almost 12 hours.
Oh yeah. It's like 13. That probably changes because we have daylight savings time, and that
true.
Throws things off. But
I really wish we didn't have that.
Well, we're getting there. The days are getting longer. Spring is coming, I think.
Apparently, it went to the Supreme Court or something like that to get rid of daylight savings, or it went somewhere to vote. Yeah. I don't know which place, but it would be really nice if we could get. See ya.
Have a good one.
I would love to not have to change the clocks around all the time.
All it really does is just upset our cats. They get thrown off their eating schedule.
Uses everyone involved.
Yeah, I know. Like I heard like the reason they invented it was for like to help the farmers, I think. But then I literally heard some farmers like they have the same thing. It throws off all the livestock's eating schedules, so they don't even like change their clocks. So it's kind of it defeats the purpose a little bit.
I think like it's weird because like the country we live in, like there's some states that don't change their time. but it's like only some states.
Yeah, like Len just said, of course, Arizona and Hawaii.
Yeah.
Huh.
We literally were on the same thought, Glenn. Like,
Yeah,
it
it's
don't
funny.
make any sense.
Yeah. It's something.
But we're not going to be able to change that, so.
Yeah. Oh, well. Anyways, I guess.
Are you enjoying the operating sessions, guys? Like, we're trying to be more lively and have more stuff moving. And I think the angles are getting better.
Well, Victoria's been jumping in there a little bit, doing some camera
I'm
work.
trying.
Much appreciated. Yeah, crop farmers were for lights, and now we have floodlights. You know? But yeah, I want to say, well, I think I already did mention about the class 1 yard and stuff like that. Tonight was more about making sure things like ran smoothly and locomotives didn't go head first into each other. But yeah, we're trying to keep things moving and keep it entertaining.
Thank you.
Cool, appreciate that. Because again, we're like,
you're enjoying them, just jealous. Well, you can make your setup nice, Rodney, to your ability.
Hey, just remember, once we get it up and running at the big train shop in the basement, it's anyone's welcome. Come on into the train shop. It's not gonna. We're not gonna have a bunch of grumpy old guys in the corner. We're gonna be lively and fun, and
There won't be a secret password either.
yeah, it's like, come on down, check it out. You guys want to see some trains? That's us. I mean, again, that's what it's all about. That's why.
Yeah, Rich says you need some loads in your hoppers.
Yes.
They're empty.
Yes.
I don't know. Was it you, Rich, or was it someone else? Someone said that the one hopper was looking pretty empty.
Yeah, I know. And I have a couple live loads floating around, and every now and then we forget that they exist and they tip over. It makes a mess. They look great though. Like
I like the Englishes, that's the other company through Bowser.
Yeah.
They made the colos, which is there's like a plastic base that they you're laughing about something.
Yeah, James said something funny.
What was I saying? They 3D print them. There's like a base, and then there's like an adhesive, and then they put real PA coal on them. What are you guys laughing about? What you meant won't have the old guy saying, "You young people grumble, grumble."
No, I don't know. It's just like a stigma. People say, like, when they go into train shops, it's just like maybe 2 or 3 people talking to each other behind the counter, and like they never say hi. They never say, like, they never like greet the person or, hey, do you need any help with anything? So it's unfortunate, but like people get it. Yeah, people get it. I guess it just rubs them the wrong way, I guess you could say. So
I don't blame them.
It's like a stigma. So we're gonna be warm and inviting.
Yes.
Come on in.
I'm gonna be at the door.
Yeah.
Come on in. How can I help you? You're all not wrong. Shame. Yep.
Yeah, bad customer service. That's, and like, I think I don't know, just like adding on to our little video about, is it a dying hobby? Now's like the time, like, how do I want to say? Like, I think like every business is tough, in some manner, I guess you could say. So like now's not the time to like, throw trains in a box and have them rattling around and things like that. Like we everything we do, we take totally seriously. And every day it's like, okay, what can we do better tomorrow? Like we're just always trying to get better. And I think like the companies that are really serious about that, they do the same thing too. But the ones that, again, they start complaining like, oh, it's dying hobby and all that stuff. Like they never changed. They never tried to improve. They never tried to capture, you know, where the people are, I guess you could say. And obviously they're here on YouTube. We had how many? We got 292 views tonight. Whether it's 30 seconds or the whole show, we appreciate it. And again, it's just getting the hobby out there. I mean, we just have a blast. This is our time in a week to really run trains and experiment and have fun.
Mm-hmm.
But we hope that it inspires you guys, because we know that once we get into spring, sometimes the trains, there's so many projects outside, the trains kind of collect a little dust. And
Sleeper, we have a bunch.
Yes.
But we have to get them listed. The ones we just did in the subscriber sneak peek. Now we're like typing them up, taking pictures of them, and they will be listed over. Like, we always post Saturday mornings, usually, our listings for the week on our website. So we're doing that right now. So like, that's the grunt work of the week, and then we will start dealing with the next collection once that's done. So we might be close to doing a new one this weekend. I'm not sure if we'll have a sneak peek.
Yeah,
but
we're getting
we
close.
do have... Well, let's see. We were doing...
She's tallying them up.
We just did Greg, his. And then we have John's, which I know, like, we have to square up with him. But we have John's and T's, if it all works out. And then we have
Bill
and Jim.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
Yeah.
Bill. Who's Bill? I can't even remember who Bill is.
We just met him last weekend.
Oh, yes. we Bill's, and we have Jim's, and then we have Henry's stuff. A bunch of Henry's stuff.
Yeah. And another Carlisle.
Another Carlisle. Oh, Saturday we're going to Carlisle again. Not in 2 days. Next Saturday.
Yeah.
So it's we have a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's busy.
Bill Nye the Science Guy. I watched that, I think, when I was a kid. I instantly, you just typing that out, I have his song in my head.
Mm-hmm. Rodney has a good point there too. Like, that is sad that people, like, it's not one or the other. We have DC and DCC, and this is just the path I want it to go. Again, like, our target is, to get younger people excited, and that's just,
Mm-hmm.
the choice for us, which makes more sense. But yeah, nothing wrong with DC. I mean, that's what got me into this whole thing. And yeah, my ears do ring a little bit after all these locos are running for 2 hours, and I love it. So
I like Glenn's comment. Carlisle is the gift that keeps on giving. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It was an insane. The guy definitely had a passion for trains.
Yes.
He had a nice setup in his basement, but it was like nice. It wasn't just cobwebs all over the place. He took real good pride in. He kept all the boxes, and he actually ran the trains. Like, he didn't just have, like, he had shelves, and he'd store stuff that he wasn't running at the moment, and then he'd go over to a shelf and grab something and put it on the layout, and then put something else. Like, he would rotate. Boy. Like, the family was awesome. They just let us, over the last year, do it in a few batches. Not everyone's like that. Some people need money quick, and whatnot, but...
Like what Rebel said there. Yeah, there's still a lot of passenger cars waiting to be made, I think. We were just talking about that. Like, where's our HO scale Chessie Steam Special passengers?
Yeah, we're waiting for those.
We're
as soon as someone makes them, we're gonna pre-order them for us, because
I think O scale has them, and or are they O gauge? I don't know. I forget, but it's one or the other.
Yeah, just stay away from that section of the internet, Rodney, I guess. Just try to be friendly and encouraging and all that for all kinds of trains.
Yeah. Nice. Reading Electric used.
Nice.
Yeah, we have a lot of Reading fans around here, that's for sure.
Including us.
Yeah, definitely. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think they all gang together and say, okay, we're going to only do this in O scale, and we're not going to do this in HO scale. But it's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes.
Yeah. I know. I mean, N scale, Atlas did a lot of really good stuff in N
Including
scale.
the red engine.
Yeah, the red engine, the one we were talking about earlier. Yeah.
Yeah, Kyle, we understand.
And yeah, I just noticed there was a Harrisburg train show mentioned here. That would be, I'm pretty sure he meant next Saturday. Yes, let's throw that info out there. I think I remember I get the paper for it sometimes. They send it to us. But again, we're excited. We reached out. We're trying to get into First Frost, Allentown. I know it seems so far away, but
I emailed to inquire about being a dealer, so I'm still waiting for a reply.
yes.
But even if they would be full already, we're gonna go. Just to go. See you, Kyle. Maybe we'll run some Chessie, Western Maryland next week. We'll have to get Corey on that. See if he can get stuff synced up that we can run stuff.
Yeah, maybe some CSX too, but
He wants Chessie, Western Maryland.
Okay. See you, Kyle. Good to have you here. And here's some news. So James is saying yeah, that's crazy. So Broadway Limited, they made the N scale F units, but they're not in
the gray ones.
Yeah.
What?
You know what? We were so in used collection mode. Like I missed a couple things that Broadway Limited came out. I kind of missed that they did the N
Well, see,
scale.
I'll also admit Broadway. We don't really stock Broadway.
Yeah, you have to stock their website.
When I say stock Broadway, I mean we don't stock their items on the shelves too often because of the price range, and we don't want to be sitting on something. We usually use Broadway as if someone's looking for something and if a pre-order comes up. So we weren't looking a whole lot.
Yeah. I'm looking for 2102 in current paint though.
2102 is definitely going to go down
whenever
they make it. It's going to.
Yeah.
I mean, we chased it and it was awesome, and we rode on passenger service from it as well, which is a long-awaited video that has not been edited yet.
I forgot about that.
That was 2.5 years ago.
It's like archive footage at this point. They'll pull it out in the documentary.
I had the best thumbnail and all this stuff.
Hey, life got crazy. Yeah. No, that's a good point. Those would fly off the shelves in HO. Absolutely. N scale, we're starting to get more customers, and that's why I probably missed that happen. I'm not paying attention to the N scale as much sometimes because, again, some shops can get in trouble by stocking everything, and we want to at some point, but first we gotta pour concrete and fix the sidewalk and put siding on roofs and all that stuff with the new train shop. That's so yeah, we gotta be frugal with our money for sure, but
and we appreciate your support on here because that helps.
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
when you buy from our site, that really helps.
Good.
Go towards our mission, and You know, people can donate trains to the mission, and then we can, get profits from that. And just watching our YouTube videos, we have a little bit of ad money come in. And you could do, I mean, there's many ways. So we appreciate all your support because it's helping our mission, which is getting our shop open. So
Yes.
to get trains to all you. So
That's right. I like what he said about Victoria. I don't know if Victoria didn't see this yet, but so I have 2101. That's the chassis. They did like Broadway Limited did a fantasy and N scale. It's Conrail 2101. It's pretty sweet. So I like what he said there. It's like maybe we'll see it in HO too next time they do T1s. That would be.
it has a fantasy, so it's the same number as the Conrail.
Yeah.
But
Or-
instead of
It's
the same number as the chassis, but instead of it being the chassis, it's a blue Conrail.
yeah, it's really cool.
I bet it is not.
I just actually saw that. I swear that was this morning. Actually, I was checking emails and they sent that out. It's weird. Sometimes I'll get emails and sometimes I'm in the dark. Even as a dealer, it's funny how it works out. But what is? Yeah, Conrail T1 would. Yeah, I can see how Mark's eyeing that up.
Oh, as soon as you brought the Conrail out and we showed it, Mark was like, "Ooh, the Conrail!" Like,
Yeah. We spotted it in Harrisburg. I mean, Victoria. She was catching them like they were Pokemon. She saw all of them pretty much. Like
the
literally.
heritage unit.
Yeah. It was a big deal. The first one we ever saw was the original Norfolk Southern scheme, the red one. And I'm like, wow, we saw something special here today. I'm like, wow. And then I think we saw the B line.
We saw the PRR. It was very hard to see it, but we did see it.
Yeah, we were in Harrisburg, like looking over like a wall, like I see something. There's 8102.
But no, we were driving and I saw this blue thing through trees, and it was right where like there was a parking spot across the street, and I wish you had that picture. We could show it.
Yeah, I don't have that like set up right yet. We do have a thing where we can like show the screen and everything,
but just not right now because it's not set up.
Yeah, we'll get there.
But we did see the Conrail. Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah.
That exact one that we have on the layout.
Yeah, it is cool. So we will see what other layout improvements we have till next week.
Yeah. Any suggestions on what we should do next week?
Yeah, I have a question too.
You have a question?
But yeah, we'll let that. I know Western Maryland, Chessie. Yeah, we're definitely doing that.
Oh yeah. Yes. I remember being told about this before.
Yes.
There's so many. Here's the thing, guys. To go away for one night, even an hour away, would be really. It's tough. Like, because here's the thing. We appreciate all the business. We're building up the business. We're doing this, on a Thursday night. We're fixing up the property. But it's still, like, really just us two. Like,
Yeah, we're
his
not-
dad comes in the morning when we're shipping, and he builds our boxes for us, which is very helpful. The littlest thing that you wouldn't think. So just to go away for one night is pretty, it's hard to maneuver around, the business.
Yeah, we're in the hustle, that's for sure. Right
We're
now.
in the grind, which we're fine with.
Yeah.
But I would love one night. I've been saying it. Been like, hey, can we get one night?
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Yeah.
Because all I really want to do is just go like sleep on a bed in a hotel, and go to a buffet and see some trains.
That is the trifecta right there.
Mark, are you guys hiring? Well, here's the thing. We're trying, and no one around here locally wants to work. Or the people who are interested in trains that would actually be really good as helper. They just kind of live far out of range from where it would make sense to drive into where we are. So
I appreciate what James said, and that'll be easier when we have the actual train shop too.
Yeah.
Be easier to say like, "Hey, Rail Fan Weekend," you know.
Yeah, no, we're gonna do that then, but we're grinding right now. We're hustling.
Yeah.
We're thankful for all the business you can keep. You don't have to feel compelled to skip ordering from us for a week because we're too busy.
No, keep them coming. That's our dopamine hit, I think. We love it.
Yep, we're young entrepreneurs, so that's just the nature of it for now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know. I don't think Corey is, but I'm not a beach, person. We tried it. I don't think you are.
Yeah, a little bit, actually.
He is a little bit. We've been married for, almost 15 years, and I didn't know this.
Oh, I don't know. It's weird.
You never said, hey, let's go to the beach.
Well, I had fun at Ocean City. That was fun that time.
I was, so bored. I just wasn't into it.
Yeah, but one of our favorite places, I mean, there's quite a few on the list, but one time we landed up, this goes way back, but we were doing, Victoria was doing crafts and things like that, so we were doing, Comic Cons and things like that, selling at booths, and, yeah, selling at the
Artist
show.
Alley.
Yeah. And we landed up in Morgantown, West Virginia at one point. We had a blast there. Really, really cool. A little outside. I'm trying to think of, well, I don't think it's just a state park, right? Cooper's Rock.
Yeah.
That was really cool. You can just see trees and you can breathe so good out there.
The air is so nice there.
Yeah. Yeah, and then we started discovering trains a little bit more during that era. I can't think exactly what was it, 2012, somewhere around in that era, something like that.
I don't even remember.
It's crazy. It was a little bit ago, but not that long ago. Once we latched on to trains, it was all out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there was a time where we probably just drove right past the train and it's oh, there it is. Well, we didn't even know that much. We just, we were oblivious. And that's what's really cool. Once we realized what was all around us and, how the railroads served the industries and how, the propane that fuels my dad's laundromat dryers comes from Canada, via train. I don't know, you start learning all this stuff and it's really cool. So,
yeah.
Yeah. Got a lot of history. And so I gotta get on my reading again. There's so much to learn. But yes, speaking of so much to learn, I know we were zooming by with the Great Northern passenger cars, but I was gonna say, I was doing a quick guess. I was just throwing them on in a certain order. I got my baggage cars up front. Now, here was my theory. I'm okay, that's more weight up front from, the baggage, and it also gives a buffer from the loud locomotive to the passengers. But the thing is, I'm, a big freight guy, so that was just, that was, a total guess.
Yeah, does anyone know?
Was I way off base?
Yeah, when there's the passengers, what's is there, I'm sure there's an order. Baggage, actual passenger seating. Does anyone know?
I'm sure the internet does, but I didn't have time.
We didn't feel we wanted to ask you guys. This was all Corey's. I'm gonna ask. There's 17 of you still here. Does anyone know? Yes. I like we were talking about beaches and stuff. That's not me, but I like more mountain, that type of thing.
I love that one when we were out at the park. We hiked for 2 miles. I think it was we were just going and going, and we're well, we're getting pretty tired. I guess we better head back. And then we realized we were going downhill the whole time, so we had
that was intense.
Yeah.
Like,
It was like an
we
uphill battle.
did, like, yeah, oh, it was really cool, but I also didn't have hiking shoes. You know, anyone who does hiking knows, like, there's rocks on trails. We just had our general sneakers on. General sneakers do not hold up to rocks and stones. That hurt. Okay, Corey, I know you're eyeing to say something.
All
So
right.
go ahead.
Vinny said directly behind locomotive.
For baggage.
We did it.
Baggage coach, combine coach, diner, coach sleeper, business coach, observation, as far as I know.
I
That's
love
a
it.
lot of knowledge for as far as you know. Like,
No, that's great.
then Mark says the express car first, next to the tender, then the baggage car, followed by the Pullman sleeper, and then the dining car and the passenger car would be the rear car of the train. Corey, are you writing this down?
That's why I can go back and get the notes afterwards. That's what I love. It takes like a moment for the chat to show up, but it's nice to be able to replay and watch because
Yeah, I think like a day or two.
Yeah.
And then
I got all kinds of things. I missed a couple comments there too. Hotel buffet train sounds like the best vacation. Yeah.
yeah. Have you ever gone to Shady Maple? That's like, there's like no trains down that way.
No,
But
there's not the McDonald's
it's
people.
the biggest smorgasbord apparently in the country, and we're an hour and a half from there, which is crazy that the whole country, the biggest one, is an hour and a half from us. That is a good place if you like buffets.
Good point, Glenn. We do have an RPO car. So where does that fit in?
Yes, Mark. Food is good. Food is great. Wait, what Rebel said is like giving me a brain aneurysm. Rebel knows is that he knows some things or nothing.
Oh man, that's great.
Oh yeah, everyone keeps informing me that Shady Maple's not that far from Stroudsburg.
That's true, yeah.
Stroudsburg. I don't know. There's all these things. There's a D in one, and there's not a D in another one.
Yeah, that's totally different.
Dave Valentine says Shady Maple's overrated. I'm sorry, but you're wrong.
Well, I will admit, I feel like the lunch was better than the supper.
Yes. So, okay. Also, so supper's good if you're like into steak and all that stuff, of course. But lunch is really, really, really good for the price. Also, breakfast, if you are a breakfast lover, you need to make the trip to Shady Maple for breakfast.
Yeah, but you gotta get up really early.
It is a tight window. I think it's like, is it 7 to 10 or 8 to 10 in the morning? And like, if you're already in there eating, you can eat till like 10:30, but newbies can't come in after 10. Yeah, Randall, we're talking about buffets now. So.
I was just gonna say, I mean, well, the passenger, there was a lot of knowledge dropped about passenger service. That was good.
James. I'm not gonna say that.
But I was gonna say, I'm like, this 1 hour show, that's when we started. I'm like, we'll do an hour and we'll be real strict about it. It's like, what, going on hour 3 now?
Well, actually, you can't eat both. You get charged for both if you eat both. At Shady Maple, you can't. If you get charged for breakfast, you have to eat just the breakfast.
And we won't comment on people pull it off. Maybe they do.
Yeah, maybe some people do it, but you're not supposed to. Glenn, you gotta come all the way to Pennsylvania, come to Stroudsburg, and then go to Shady Maple. And come hang out with us.
Yeah, I just realized, though, like...
Yes, Richard, back to food. We were talking about Jell-O earlier.
Oh, man.
And something else. I don't remember, but...
Yes. But yeah, I was going to say, I'm finding out there's a lot of East Coasters on here. Yeah, that's for sure.
Toasters.
What I'm saying. It's also getting late. That's why we're talking food and getting off topic. Oh,
Well,
boy.
there is no topic when you're in a chat room.
That's true.
Yes. Of course, yeah, but there isn't, like, directly in that town, there isn't any really trains. Shady Maple, but
Yeah, the way the GPS takes us, it's like back road
there's
after
like
back
no
road.
highway from where we live to go to. It's in Lancaster County. Like, like there's no highway. Jen Pickett's Buffet in Gettysburg. Well, this is a smorgasbord. So what I'm talking about, it's the biggest one in the country.
That's pretty intense.
To me, that's different than a buffet. It's a smorgasbord.
Like what Sparky said.
Where?
This year for a trip. Strasbourg was so 2 years ago.
I like that.
Well, they lost the 611 now, so there's that.
But honestly, a person from the other coast could come to Pennsylvania and we see trains almost anywhere in general. PA is train country, like if you're in PA, you like trains, you're doing good. Like, you can drive like probably the most like a half hour to see a train from anywhere probably in this state.
Yeah. I mean, I would like to see more CSX than BNSF in our area.
We won't, but what I'm saying is like something. You can see something in PA.
When we went down to Philly, we saw some CSX though. We were hanging out at the docks. That was really cool. It was really cool to see that. 611 is a beautiful locomotive, that's for sure.
You do a meet and greet every May. What do you mean you do meet and greets? Former Pocono Mountain Man. Steamtown was my favorite place. Nice, Rebel.
That's cool.
Sia R.
Well, he's talking about what we're thinking about doing, at some point. I mean, I guess the best meet and greet we could do would be, hey, we're finally at a train show after... Well, I think we did one little train show before, but yeah, it's going to be nice.
Gettysburg is going to open a railroad tourist train soon. That's cool.
Nice.
And then Mark says he has CSX in... I read that as PRR for a second. I'm like, I don't think PRR exists anymore.
Yeah, okay. Oh no, we're gonna have to...
PNRR.
Oh no, it's late. It's not registering.
Oh, YouTube meet and greets. Yeah, so is he saying that he's done some YouTube meet and greets before?
Literally, like...
I do a YouTube meet and greet every third weekend in May. I set up events and people join me from around the world.
That's cool.
Oh, that's neato. Thank you for explaining, also, because it's getting late and it went over my head. Also, I never heard of anyone doing that, so...
Well, I mean, I thought last week we were talking about that.
Like, not in an official capacity is what I'm saying.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's true. That's very planned.
PNRR is Pennsylvania Northeastern.
Okay. I'm sure I heard it at some point. Like I said, long day, right?
That's really cool, Sparky, though. That is very neat.
Train raids.
Train raids. Oh my.
That's cool.
I'm still like Pennsylvania Northeastern. Is that like local? Like, what is that? Is that like a local like
class 2?
Class 2? Like
class 3? Yeah, there's some cool, like, that is one thing worth saying about Shady Maple. We see Oh boy, what's the name of that railroad we see on the way there? We see some nice locomotives though every time we go.
Sparky, you'll have to tell us when you're. Oh, wait. You said you do it the
Third.
or the third weekend in May.
Yeah.
You'll have to inform us somehow of when you're doing this one, or not when, but where. We obviously know now it's the third weekend in May.
Class 3 short line. That's cool.
Class 3. Okay. I figured it couldn't have been a big, a big one.
Well, yeah, we would have heard about that one.
Third, yeah. I get tongue-tied very easily. I'll say, like, second, and I meant third, and, like, blah, blah, blah. So,
Yeah.
I keep thinking something's shutting down on the layout, but Corey has that,
It's the Reaper.
and it just shuts off when it needs to, and then it turns back on.
Oh, cool. That's actually Conrail.
I need to figure out how I can see your channel there.
We'll figure it out. And
Sparky.
I remember Sparky. He follows us. Obviously.
I think I remember that screen name, but it's getting late. I see a lot of screen names now, and most of our regulars I'm starting to know, like Mark and Glenn and Rodney, and there's James, and there's many others that I'm not remembering, but it's late, that's why.
Well, anyways, we appreciate all the knowledge about passenger trains. We're going to put some of that into play.
It's all good, James. Yes, that was exciting to find. So your instincts were pretty good there.
Mm-hmm.
Putting baggage behind the engine.
It worked out. I had like 5 seconds to decide how I was putting this train together.
And see, I always go for, in my head, the reasoning that could also be more of a protection if there's any kind of collision.
That's true. There goes the luggage.
Yeah.
But I obviously observation on the end, that was an easy one to guess.
That one was, yeah. That one makes sense.
Yeah. Cool. I will have to learn more about the PNRR and XCSX SC60. That's awesome.
And our lamb
Sweet.
letting you know, James. That's cool.
Well, Victoria always says she loves these shows, and it's hard for her to shut them down.
Yeah, we're just kind of like,
Yeah, we're
not, yeah.
yeah. Well, like I always say, 4 or 5 a.m. comes early. That's when the business starts gearing up.
If you're not on our newsletter, please sign up. I'll say that again. You get another live like this, except
We're sorting trains.
we're sorting through trains.
And we don't even know what we're gonna find out at the time, because people just literally like talk about like gaining trust. Like when we started out 7 years ago, we put up trainsinthevalley.com, come pre-order stuff, and it's like, nope. It took a while. We had to gain people's trust. Now we literally, people literally show up to our shop like, oh, I'm glad I caught you. Here, my van's full of stuff. Here you go. Look at it when you can. Take your time. I know you're busy. So yeah, it's awesome. We literally have stuff that we didn't pay for yet, which we will as soon as we go through it. Which we have to decide on that. We don't necessarily want to sort through stuff live that we don't own yet. So there might be a couple shows here or there where it's like, okay, we sort of know what we're doing, but now we're gonna organize it, but we're figuring it all out. We're doing it live, so to speak.
Sorting it, and they'll get first dibs. That's the point of being on the first newsletter subscriber.
Absolutely.
Well, I almost choked on my spit there, and I was able to stop it from happening.
That's good.
If you got to experience me choking on my spit, it'd be a long 20 minutes.
It'd be a good time to start running trains again.
Yeah.
Appreciate what Glenn said. Yeah, it's awesome. I'm like over there in my zone running trains and it's quiet and I'm just like, I hope they're entertained. And like I hear talking Jello and Jesse and Conrail and railroads and
The chat was a little quiet there for a moment, but it was you
yes,
were really entertaining. There was a lot on the layout to see.
no, still overall awesome. Like again, like I said, now we're up to 303 people were in here tonight. You know, again, maybe for a second, maybe they're like, who are these guys? You know, but
This is Corey,
that's awesome.
and this is Victoria,
That's right.
and we're Trains in the Valley.
That's right. But yeah, like the fact, like, you know, I've seen many live shows. I've, you know, performed and things already, and you have 2 people in the crowd. So it's really cool, especially after a 3-hour show. We're just hanging out. So
I do
that's
have
awesome.
2 words for you though. Good night.
Okay.
I'm getting tired.
All right, everyone. Great having you with us. Yeah, we'll look out for the next video, I guess.
Stay tuned. You never know what's gonna happen.
And get on the newsletter. Most likely we'll be sorting some trains this Sunday night, but we'll keep you posted.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you for the support. It means everything to us. Good night. Sleep well. Bye.
All right. See you, everyone.
Which button? I always forget. Stop stream and
Bye.
bye bye.